Hey guys, I'm Julia from This Model Eats A Lot and I'm really excited to be with you for episode 2 of season 5. I went to a place called Restaurant Spectrum, which is located in the Waldorf Astoria Amsterdam. 2 Michelin star. As soon as you walk into Spectrum, there are so many soothing, dulcet, velvety tones. You know, the furniture, there's a little bit of crystal here and there. Everything is very understatedly elegant. There's no gaudiness at all.
Different elaborations of the shiitake mushroom with the cream of za'atar from the Middle East. We have only this one as a finger food. The rest of the mushrooms are decoration.
We have pearls of split peas with anchovies and vanilla. The bacon is decoration, but the bacon we also use inside the pearls. So it's a little bit soft.
So this is the punch, which has been filled up with a curtain from cauliflower, kaffir lime and perle imperial caviar.
Deep sea prawn from the coast of Spain, served raw and smashed on top. The base, roasted bell pepper, smashed. Watermelon infused with ginger, crispy short rib, and it's finished with an XO dressing.
So the short rib had interesting textures of chewy and crunchy. You really get the ginger in there, but then that's nicely offset by the acidity and sweetness of the watermelon.
This is the raw served langoustine, slightly smoked, with a sauce made of monk cress and verbena. So cured egg yolk on that bowl, where inside you can find different kinds of grain with razor clams and cockles. And I would recommend eating it all together. So you're allowed to break the bowl, as long as it stays on the plate.
The texture was quite cool actually, because it was almost like little rice pops that kind of went off in your mouth. And the lemony tones from the verbena worked really well with the natural saltiness of the fish.
European blue lobster with black currant or cassis, pearls of blue cheese, an oyster bach blanc, and pure oyster underneath.
I don't eat veal, so I took the option without the veal liver. The point of differentiation for me for this dish was the black currant. Perhaps if I'd included the liver, it would have been a little bit less traditional tasting. However, the dish is still flawless and comfortingly so.
This is sepia with black quinoa around on the side, mango, winkles, and foam that tastes like coffee and cardamom.
You could instantly smell the coffee that emanated from the sepia, and it marries beautifully with the char of the flesh. There was a refined sweetness of mango in there, and then the beautiful Indian spices just provide a little bit of a background of the exotic. So the sea bass they actually brought out in 2 different ways. The first way, they incorporated the skin so as not to waste any portion of the animal. I think that's obviously really important in this day and age. I know Michelin star restaurants do get a bad rap for not being that sustainable. So it was encouraging to see a restaurant that did take sustainability into the equation.
The skin, crispy, tartare of the sea bass, passion fruit and shrimp.
Interestingly enough, it actually incorporated the exact same ingredients as the next dish, which was also sea bass but minusing the skin.
Passion fruit and salt.
That sea bass was cooked, not raw compared to the previous dish. It was delicate, it was sweet, and it was a multitude of textures because it incorporated seeds and jellyfish. I wouldn't be the first person to kind of look at jellyfish and kind of feel a little bit ambivalent, but honestly, with really top-notch restaurants, I find that they take all your food fears and they completely smash them because they use the ingredients with so much love and so much care.
This is your crispy duck. We marinated this for 3 weeks and dry it for 3 weeks. The sauce is of pomegranate and black olives. We have eggplants coming from the barbecue with pickled tulip bulbs. On top we have the cracker, which is made of the skin of the duck. And we have the broth of the duck, which you can drink. There's a little bit of pickled grapes and foie gras on the inside.
I was really excited by all the ingredients in this. The eggplants, the black olive, pickled tulip, that salty, crispy duck skin, it deserves its own penthouse. All of the flavors were there. You know, it was sweet, it was sour. I was so satisfied eating this dish. The broth, the gravy of the pomegranate, it had really rich, stocky flavors. I'm finding it really hard to try and pick a favorite because, I mean, every dish so far that has come out has really, really hit the mark for me.
Yes, ready.
Perfect. So this is the first dessert is mandarin. The mandarin with meringues, the green meringues of tarragon, sunflower seeds, and we have licorice and nitrogen.
It had that acidic tartness of the mandarin, but it was still really enjoyable.
So, aerated white chocolate with pear, Jerusalem artichoke infused with magnolia, it's a flower, cracker of white chocolate, and white truffle from Alba.
The white truffle dessert was definitely inventive, but I'm not sure if I would use white truffle in dessert because for me there was a little bit of a disconnect in terms of what I'm normally used to, and it didn't really enthrall me by any means. So lastly, as a treat for me, they brought out a sweet version of the first original mushroom dish. But what they did was they took the pickles out of the first version.
There's avocado, shiso, and madeleine. Take the madeleine by the fingers and eat it once, else they will melt.
We have a few chocolates here for you. You don't have to eat them here. They all taste like dishes from our menu.
Okay.
If you want to know which one is which, you need to take that menu that you got earlier.
Yeah.
And then you add this menu to it. If you add that one to the other one, you see that the best of is marked in different colors. If you then say, okay, I want to eat the duck again, for example, you look at the duck, it's marked in brown, you eat the brown chocolate, it's going to taste like that dish.
I was so skeptical. I didn't think, I thought, how can a chocolate taste like a savory dish that I've just eaten in a restaurant? They all tasted like the dish that I had. So I was mind blown, completely impressed, loved it so much. Wanted to stay longer, but I couldn't. I really enjoyed my time at Spectrum. So you really have the full experience from the second you walk into the hotel. Somebody escorts you from the reception all the way down to the restaurant. Your coat is taken. And the cool thing is at the end is you leave the restaurant and it magically appears. You don't have to say anything to anyone. That's the kind of seamlessness you come to expect, you know, with a 2 Michelin star experience. I think from the amount that I have dined out and I've gone to such a huge range of restaurants, I do see a marked differences in the way that they treat the customer. For some restaurants, the experience starts as soon as you enter the establishment, and for other restaurants, it starts as soon as you enter the actual restaurant. So for Spectrum, I'm happy to say as soon as I walked into the door of the Waldorf Astoria, I was completely taken care of from the time to when I exited. They really are concerned about you and your well-being, and they want to make every kind of experience that you have within the premises as amazing as possible. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like the series, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you follow on Instagram, on Facebook. I know I haven't been very regular on YouTube lately, but if you'd like to have more daily updates, then definitely give the Facebook and the Instagram a follow. Have a great week, and don't forget to eat a lot.